So this is crazy. How am I getting in there? Where am I stepping? No way, I drive down here? This is where your legs go. So tight. Oh, where does it end? Is that blood? Like, we've had a lot of crazy things in this studio. All types of fancy gadgets and even cars, but nothing quite like this. Underneath that cover is an F1 show car. I thought I knew about F1 cars, you know, like I watched a little bit of F1. But when you're in the presence of this thing, of this beast, it's a totally different story. And tons of like trade secrets and stuff. So this is a show car. This is not gonna give everything away. And the craziest part is you can actually buy this thing. Through Memento exclusives and F1 authentics, the craftsmen who build, the mechanics who work on the actual F1 cars, this is as close as you'll ever get in your own garage if you happen to have a boatload of spare change laying around. Oh man. It is an absolutely beautiful looking machine. This is the Alfa Romeo car from 2022 livery on here. All kinds of carbon fiber, which you guys know I'm kind of partial to. Everything here serves a purpose. Everything here is measured and finely tuned. Even things like paint. How much paint had to be stripped away in favor of raw carbon fiber in an attempt to save weight. I mean, we are talking about small, tiny little numbers of weight savings showing up on the track in slightly faster fraction of a second times. Now, the only difference between this show car and the official race car is just the absence of the engine itself. We've got, look how slick these tires are. There's not enough traction for my fingerprint on here. So much strong and lightweight carbon fiber, of course, chosen for those very specific attributes. The other thing that is heavily considered is the relationships with the brand sponsors and where those placements happen and how to figure out the design of a livery that's going to actually make sense, where you're going to have enough contrast, but it's not going to be messy. White here on this beautiful candy red paint. In other situations where you might go with a darker color, like red on top of the white paint. There's even some little details that in pictures I don't really pick up, like this four-leaf clover here is actually an extremely dark green rather than black, and yet we still have some exposed carbon fiber. Of course, to make these vehicles happen, you need even more partners, and you can see a variety of them listed down on this section over here and coming down the nose of the vehicle. Now, these cars, they show up in competition on the racetrack in broadcast, and therefore they're spotted and seen from a variety of different angles. So for me on the ground, I can see the profile. You've also got the front end where it can look a lot different than it does from the profile. I mean, this view here is pretty impressive in and of itself. But then you've got the high-up camera that catches a lot of the action, which is going to showcase this whole deck here and the color combination that takes place there. Now, obviously, we have other elements that exist on here, not just for speed, but also for safety. Each car has its own minor personalizations as well, including helmet design, which might help distinguish a particular racer from another if they're driving for the same team. Pirelli P0s, look at how wide this tire is. This tire is as wide as I am. Ooh. Ooh, this is light. Shocking how lightweight it is. Another cool detail over here is the Italian flag on the underside of the rear wing. Alfa Romeo listed here, 30 years in Formula One. We have carbon fiber even all the way out here to the tiny little brake light, which is functioning on this model. Check out the enormous exhaust. It has a totally functioning steering wheel, and these steering wheels, which, I mean, you can tell they're not even really wheels, sort of more like a yoke, but look at all the tactile feedback coming off of there. You can see the 4-point harness on the inside as well. A regular seat belt just wouldn't do. Look how fat that seat belt is. Traveling at tremendous speeds, you've got to be tight in there. Increasingly, F1 is looking at alternative viewpoints for broadcasting the race. Obviously, we've seen the helmet cams. types of different cameras to enhance the experience of watching. You can see we have wireless communication here as well. Now, one thing I should mention before I jump in here is that a lot of the new cars for 2023, unlike this one, are featuring raw carbon fiber in order to save that weight. If you look at the 2023 variant, you see a lot more black. I don't know if it's a controversial topic. Some are suggesting that the cars are going to look too similar now and that maybe there should be some sort of paint allowance. In F1, the rules can change ever so slightly and then all the models follow suit. So if you look at the 2023 Alfa Romeo, it's got lots of black exposed carbon fiber, and there's other models that are similar or even more so, like the new Mercedes. Paint does act as a distinguishing characteristic, whether you're talking about Alfa Romeo or Ferrari or McLaren with their papaya orange. It would be a bit unfortunate if competition required these vehicles to sort of lose some of that personality. Damn, dude. This harness is serious. Whoa. Bro.
Look like you're sinking into this.
No way, I drive down here?
Yep.
Do you want me to put the seatbelt on? I don't even know where the other parts went. They're under me somewhere. Dude, it's crazy. It's like you're actually lying down. I'm just connecting the electronics for the steering. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and plug this steering wheel into the Anker Solix F3800 in order to power it up. Look at this beast, the new Anker Solix F3800. My goodness, do you have a large amount of power capable of powering your house, your gadgets, your appliances, or even your electric vehicle. If you look over here on the side, we have a dedicated port capable of charging an electric vehicle up to 20 kilometers of range. There's 6,000 watts of AC power and 120 volt, 240 volt dual voltage, which can power household appliances simultaneously, whether they are small appliances or large 240 volt appliances such as dryers and electric water pumps. The whole thing is on wheels. There's these nice mechanical locks on the wheels so it doesn't move in an unintended way. Plus, it has rubber feet on the bottom side here so that it can lay flat. And check it out, look. Like a giant cooler. It's actually got a dedicated spring-loaded handle here, and it uses a luggage-style handle. The unit itself is 3.8 kilowatt hours of power, but through expansion, you can bring it all the way to 53.8 kilowatts. You're talking about microwaves, you're talking about refrigerators, your TVs, Wi-Fi, no problem. Anker is suggesting that this one unit can provide you with whole home power, and the way it's doing that is with an incredibly powerful inverter. When paired with the Anker Solix home power panel, the F3800 can achieve AC coupling. So believe it or not, via solar, you can actually charge incredibly fast, up to 2,400 watts. And of course, you can also fast charge off of your wall outlet at up to 1,800 watts. If you want to pick up one of these units for yourself, head over to Anker's Kickstarter because they've got some deals going on right now that are for a limited time only. There's a button here that says drink. Oh yeah, it's showing a speed. Like that's your view. This tiny little gap is your view. Man, it's gotta be so damn stressful. You're tight, and then the whole appreciation you have for, like, if anybody has any kind of issue or is caught on fire or something, just getting in and out of here. And it is such a fine line between success and failure in this sport. Like, any type of space could be detrimental to your outcome. Yo, you gotta try going in there. That is insane. Or not. Oh! Let's go there. Whew. Let me tell you something, man. You watch this, like, you're gonna have a whole new appreciation when you watch on TV. That cockpit is crazy. It's so tight. And even when I look at it from the outside now, I'm like, oh yeah, obviously, this is your legs. Just no wasted space whatsoever. Will, try and go in. You're never gonna have the opportunity to go feel the inside the F1. Put your left foot up there.
Warm I holding?
If you just hold on the other side of here, it seems pretty strong.
Okay, I've done rock climbing.
There you go. I think getting out is tougher than getting in. And try to clear the seatbelts, because I just kind of sat on top and it was harder to get them out.
Oh my goodness. Dude, where you put your feet, it's like this.
Yes, so tight. Oh.
Like I'm lying in a coffin. And this is like a quick release?
Yeah, that's how you release it. And then this guy goes here.
Twist and push, yeah.
Yeah, and you're going at insano speeds, right? You're going against other dudes who are trying to cut you off, and your car is like 20 feet long. What are you doing? What are you doing in there, Will?
I have no business here. I have no business here. Dude, you can't even, like, it seems like you can't see. Like, side mirrors don't help at all.
Well, getting in gravity is sort of helping you.
But you definitely do have to do it slow.
Yeah, but what if your car's on fire?
Oh, God. Oh, it hurts. Is that good?
Yeah, you got a floor. There's floor.
Okay. Oh. I'm sweating.
I mean, the entire design is strictly utilitarian. Beyond the paint scheme, everything has a function, and speed is that function.
Fastest pit stop, McLaren. Lando Norris, 1.8 seconds.
Memento Exclusives is responsible for all kinds of F1 and even UFC memorabilia. They take historic items and turn it into unforgettable memorabilia. Sometimes it'll be signed by drivers and athletes. And the whole idea here is that you can take your favorite sport, a team, or athlete and get a piece of it that you can display in your own home. Some examples of this are like race-used wheel rim tables, gear shift lamps, fight canvas wallets. And then under F1 Authentics, it goes so far as these show cars right here. These are handcrafted in Motorsport Valley by over 25 ex-F1 mechanics and engineers. They're made to the exact same specification as the real thing, using CAD files that are direct from those teams themselves. Same techniques and processes to manufacture the actual race cars. The composites, paints, the entire build is carried out at Memento HQ. Now, the only difference between this show car and the official race car is just the absence of the engine itself. So the one that we've been looking at here today, obviously Alfa Romeo, this is the C42. And this one is as close as you can get to the real thing. Other than customers, Memento has actually never sent a show car to any individual or company. So that makes this experience pretty exclusive here at Unbox Therapy. Shout out to Memento for making it happen. So obviously the F1 vehicle is like the cream of the crop. I mean, this show car is, well, it would be a crazy thing to own, obviously. I just can't think of a piece of memorabilia that's this striking and shocking to be in the presence of, but it's not gonna be for absolutely everyone because of that price tag. Maybe one day this will be in my garage. But in the meantime, there's all kinds of other cool memorabilia that you can have to commemorate your love of, well, whether it be F1 or UFC or any other officially licensed material. And I actually don't know what's in here, but this is some other items that they do. Ooh. This is from the UFC. Is that blood? Is that a piece of the bloody canvas? So this is a laptop sleeve that happens to commemorate a battle that took place in the octagon. Well, when they say it's limited edition, they really mean it, because how many blood specks exist from that particular fight card? Oh, UFC 279. Nate Diaz, Tony Ferguson. This is quite a bit heavier. I don't know if there's a right way up. F1. That's a wheel. Oh yeah, the pink. This is from the Alpine BWT sponsorship, the pink car. Nice. This one says fragile. Oh, same. Alpine F1 team, carbon fiber, and actual components. Well, there it is. That is like for sure the closest I've ever been to an F1. Well, I went inside this, so obviously it's the closest I've been to being an F1 driver. It really grants me some insight into just how like intense that cockpit is and the feeling of being. And I didn't even have a motor there. Like you can imagine having all those horses behind you and you're sitting there. It's an intense sport, and you just need to be in the presence of this vehicle in order to appreciate that. I got to give a big shout out to Memento Exclusives and F1 Authentics for giving me this opportunity to really get this kind of intimate hands-on experience with this F1 show car, and it's really got me pumped up and invigorated to actually watch some of this season's F1. This is cool.